Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for coming on and watching Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream with myself and my good friend and trusty sidekick, Mr. Brooke Schneider. Welcome back, Brooke.
Good to be here.
Now, today, before we get on with the news, I'd like to give a shout out to all of you. That's right, everyone that's watching the live stream on the live or on the replay, we'd like to say thank you. Our channel is doing very well. We're now over 18,000 subscribers.
Wow.
So very close to hitting that magic 20,000 that I hope to hit by the end of this year.
Bonus.
So thank you to all of our subscribers. And also in the banner down below is our email and also our Facebook group called Cooper's Thai Adventure Community on Facebook. Both are free to contact us or join. The only thing that requirement is you must be a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber and you're applying to join the Facebook group and you've not been accepted, that is why we get people come on there and try and join the Facebook group without subscribing to the YouTube channel, which is free as well. Everything we do on here is free. And that's all we ask is you help support the channel by hitting the subscribe button. And you're welcome to join the Facebook group where we currently have 1,900 subscribers from our YouTube channel on there and over 400 boots on ground here in Thailand. So very good forum. It's open to everybody that subscribes to the channel. Again, it's free. It doesn't cost you any penny. So no money needed to pay us. We do all this for free and for your all benefit. And we let you have pretty much free reign in the Facebook group as long as you're polite. There's no problems. And the only thing we ask is you subscribe to the YouTube channel. So if you've applied to join the Facebook group and you haven't been accepted and you've been declined, it's because you're not a subscriber to the YouTube channel. So you have to hit the subscribe button to the YouTube channel. Then you can come onto the Facebook group and both are absolutely free. So that is that bit of news. And
well, you got to answer the questions.
Yes, there's four security questions.
Well, the big one, do you agree to abide by the rules? I mean, I see people trying to join and they don't answer anything. We don't know if they're a bot or troll or whatever. So they get declined. So yeah, don't forget to.
So if you want to be part of the Facebook group and ask people that are boots on ground here, over 400 of our subscribers are living here in Thailand now, you will be able to ask them and it's absolutely free. It doesn't cost anything. So what are you waiting for? Pound that subscribe button and then go join the Facebook community and meet some like-minded people before you even come out to Thailand.
And there'll be a lot of good answers to questions you'll have. People have likely blazed the trail already on the question you're asking, and to get someone's response that's been there, done it, it's better than speculating or the unknown. So yeah, it's a great resource, guys.
Very good resource and very nice and friendly people on there, so you'll have a blast. And if you go back in the history, you'll see all the questions that have been asked before, and you'll probably even find your answer before you even post your question. So without further ado, let's get down to today's live stream. Okay, the biggest news in Thailand everybody's waiting to hear about is visas and bank accounts. What the heck is going on, Cooper? I've been asked many times, and the latest update we have is that you can get your bank accounts now and you can get your visas. What several agents are doing is going away from Bangkok Bank and using a couple of the other banks, and they're able to get your retirement visa that way, because you have to have a bank account to get a retirement visa, and you can't have a bank account unless you got a retirement visa. So it's like a double-edged sword. So what they're doing is they're opening what is known as an interim bank account. Okay, so the bank has approved you for a bank account, and the agent takes those details to immigration, and you'll first get a stamp in your passport for 90 days. Okay, it's the first part of your retirement visa. So you get a 90-day interim retirement visa, and then you get a 12-month on top of it, which gives you a total of 15 months on your very first retirement visa. Once you've got that 90-day stamp in there, The agent can take that back to the bank, and the bank will unfreeze your account. Okay, so they're only going to open it interim, pending they see that stamp. Yes, you are actually applying for a retirement visa. Once they see that stamp, the bank account's open. You can do whatever you want with your Thai bank account. You can use Scam Pay. You can do everything else. And so fantastic. You can transfer money in, out, whatever you want to do with your Thai bank account. And that's the way they're doing it right now. As in regards to the Thai bank, Bangkok Bank, they're hoping to have that rectified by this Friday or Monday at the latest. So there are several agents now that can open your bank account. Would they do it with 2 other different bank accounts on an interim basis? But Bangkok Bank should have all their ducks in a row and the system wiped clean from everybody that was, opening it under a Thai girlfriend's name, and then they get the card, whatever, and they're paying a girl to open a bank account for them and give them the account, and they're laundering money and doing illicit activities. Well, they've going through right as we speak to wipe out all those bad accounts.
Okay, baddies.
Yeah. So that should be rectified and up and running by Monday. So, but in the interim, what agents are doing, like I said earlier, is they're using 2 other banks just to get you the temporary account. You can't do anything with it. You just get your passbook and your ATM card, and that's all you get. But you can't put any money in or take any money out until you got the 3-month stamp from the immigration department on your retirement visa. So that's the first bit of news. Second bit of news going on in Thailand right now is there seems to be a bit of trouble with King Power. Now, for those of you that don't know, King Power is the duty-free shops at international Thai airports. People like going in there, taking some duty-free home, and getting that nice discount. Well, they're in the process of renegotiating their deal with the airports, and it's affecting their stock price, and they've gone down like 70% this year in their stock price. So they may end up shutting down. Who knows? And somebody may end up taking it over, watching the space to see what happens. And then the third piece of news that came out in Thailand in this last couple of days, Thailand has arrested 4,000 foreigners. And they've arrested them for working in Thailand illegally without having the proper work visa, and also doing jobs that are reserved for only Thai people.
Yeah, let's clarify that. Mainly Asians.
Yeah, they're mainly Asians.
Yeah,
majority. From other countries.
Vast majority.
And you're absolutely right. I was going to get into that.
Oh, okay. I just thought,
And anyways, there are jobs that are reserved for only Thai people. And the reason for that being is they don't want cheaper Asian labor coming in from other Asian countries and taking the jobs away from Thais, menial jobs.
You know what those jobs are? Like any?
You could be maid in a hotel. You could be a waiter at a restaurant. You could be a taxi driver. All those jobs are for Thais only. Okay. So they had to do that to stop cheap labor coming in from Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, and other Asian countries out here in the area. So yeah, they did a big crackdown on them, arrested 4,000, and those 4,000 are soon to be deported. So yeah, if you want to work in Thailand, make sure you do it legally. Make sure that you get the proper visa. You have to have a work permit to work in Thailand, and be legit. You'll have no problems whatsoever. Now, that is the end of the news roundup. We're still waiting for news to come out on the Royal Thai Gazette in regards to the 99-year land lease and other things. As soon as that comes out, believe me, folks, I will put it on the news. We did have some big crypto news came out in the news in the last 24 hours, but we'll go over that on Monday. So Thailand is becoming extremely, extremely crypto friendly. So without further ado, let's get on the live stream, see who we got on here.
Glenn Shaw, good morning, everyone. Have the banks reopened access to creating new accounts so I can get my retirement visa.
Yes, in a nutshell, and I just explained it.
Tony Montana, good morning, Nomad Jack.
Good morning, Tony and Nomad.
Tony says, please hit that like button and make Darlene smile.
That's all we ask. That's all we ask is if you're watching on the live stream, hit the thumbs up. We get 100 likes, we'll continue the live stream. If we're struggling to get 100 likes and we can't get it, we'll just cancel it, shut down the whole damn YouTube.
Well, aren't you overreacting?
No, no. You know, my wife's put in all the hard work. It's all we're asking. We do everything for free. Least you can do is give us a thumbs up. Say, okay, Coop, you know, we don't want you to stop. Keep going. You're doing a great thing. And I hear that all the time. Coop, you're doing all this for free. You know, you don't ask for anything, you know. So, yeah, I can't see why more people aren't pounding that like button for you.
Just I should say something about the banks. So any of you's coming, you know, your ticket's booked, you're on your way. You know, bring your ATM from your home bank. Will work here. Okay. I think it's Krung C Bank. You can get up to 30,000 baht out.
Yes.
There is a charge. I think it's 220 baht, around $6 American. Your Wise card will work here, guys, as a, you know, you have either Thai baht in there or US dollars, and it'll do the exchange for you. So that'll work at the ATM. So, I mean, you know, it's good to have redundancy in your access to funds until your bank is set up. So a couple options there. And of course, you know, bring some cash. You know, cash is still king. So crisp $100 bills are the preferred American, that is.
Yeah.
You know,
make sure there's no writing on them.
Yeah.
You know, banks like to put, you know, writing on the notes.
No bent corners.
Yeah.
And
no folds in it. Go ask your bank for brand new bills before you come to Thailand and you'll be okay.
Yep. Silvcon, there he is, J-Man. Good morning from a cold, drizzly 16 degrees, Western Australia.
Ooh, that is cold.
You watching the big game today, J-Man?
Yeah, and for us Western folks, this is summer, but in Australia, winter, cold. And their summer is in December.
Silvcon again. First like button, make Darlene smile. Correct.
And thank you,
Mundo.
Sil. And everybody else that's pushing the like button for us.
Stacks Bitcoin, no tax on crypto stream.
Monday, I will go over all that. I'm waiting for some further details. And once I have them, I'll be able to give a full report on what's going on there.
Roger Walker, good morning, good evening, everyone.
Good morning to you, Roger. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Ozzy T, good morning all from the land of Oz.
And good morning, Ozzy.
Mikey D, hello, everyone. What's Coop and Brooke doing these days in the land of smiles?
Swimming, relaxing, eating fantastic food, and hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
What more could you ask for in the retirement life?
Another day in paradise, guys. Ozzy T, Tony Montana's trigger fingers working well as always.
He likes to be first.
Mikey D, Coop, I think you'd know the answer to this question. If you wanted to have surgery on your back, how comfortable would you be doing it in Thailand versus the US of A? Is it a lot of money?
Okay, Mike, I can answer that question because I actually have a good friend and subscriber that's had it done here in Thailand, and we both know who it is. I won't put his name out because it's his personal business. But yes, he did have a back operation here in Thailand. And for the first month, he struggled to get around. He had his Thai girlfriend come over and take care of him and, you know, was doing the shopping and the cleaning for him. But he said after that, he feels like $1 million. He said he originally had it done in America and it got worse. And he came over here to Thailand, retired, and just wanted to get, you know, a second opinion from a Thai doctor. And they come up with a plan and said, hey, we can do this, you know. And he said, well, they didn't offer that in America. And he said, no, we can do it here in Thailand, though. And, you know, he did his due diligence, did a bit of research on it, and people that have had the operation here in Thailand, and decided, okay, I'm going to give it a go because I'm not getting any better. I'm only getting worse. And he'd already had the operation previously in America, and he had it done here. And yeah, he's walking around and enjoying himself. You wouldn't know he had ever had back surgery.
No, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
We'll keep his name out because, you know, I don't know whether he wants us telling everybody this is private business.
Yeah, and I would just say to Mike, when you get here and you go into Bangkok Hospital, see your, the back specialist, let's say, you'll find them very professional. And I mean, it's state-of-the-art equipment, guys, just as good as you're going to find in the West. Doctors are just as highly trained as you'll find in the West, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised and impressed.
And one other thing you'll find, Mike, is they have a lot of treatments over here that they can do that we can't do in America, and a lot of different medications that they have here that we don't have in America. So I advise people that have any medical complications, definitely go to Bangkok Hospital here in Pattaya and get a second opinion. Yeah. Because as Brooke says, this state-of-the-art equipment and medicine-wise and surgery-wise, I would say they're ahead of a lot of Western countries as well. Because like I said, for example, stem cell, they do it here in Thailand all over the place. I got a female subscriber. She's just had stem cell done and feeling much better and almost at the end of her treatment. So currently in Bangkok with her husband, enjoying the sights, and the West, it's too early for stem cells for them. Yeah. Thailand's already done all the background research into it, and they tend to approve medications and treatments far quicker than what the West does. I mean, to get approval for anything in America, I mean, you're talking 10 years out, 20 years sometimes. There's medication for cancer that still hasn't been approved to this day. 20 years ago when it was first came out, and it's still not approved it in the US, whereas it's been approved in Thailand for over 10 years. They've done their due diligence. They've done their clinical trials. It's just America takes forever and a heck of a lot of money, hence why all the medications are so expensive in America, because it takes so long in research to be able to finally get that license to be able to sell it, in the pharmacies.
Blame the lawyers.
That too.
Roger Carpenter, good morning, CBD. Have a great live stream.
And thank you, Roger, and thank you for being a channel member, having the badge right there next to your name, helping support the channel for only $2 a month. Much appreciated.
Nice. Thank you, Roger. Rodney says, good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke.
Good morning, Rodney, and thank you, too, for being a channel member.
Malcolm Hawken, that name rings a bell.
Yeah, we know him.
Ooh, good morning, Team Coops and Captain Bitcoin.
Good morning, Malcolm. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Philip Hunt, good morning, CBD, and all. Another great day in Jomtien. Go the Mighty Blues in Game 2.
That's tonight, isn't it? Our time.
Yeah, 5 o'clock, I think, 5:05.
Thai time? Yep.
Yeah, our time.
And thank you, Philip, for being a channel member, too.
And it's being played, I believe, in Perth, Western Australia. And Queensland has to win this to tie the series.
Ooh,
so
big game.
I'll be cheering for them. J.E. Washington, good morning, neighbor, and the rest of the CTA gang. What a wonderful day in the land of smiles.
And thank you, John.
Look who's here enjoying retirement in Thailand.
Yeah, thank you, John, and your lovely wife for coming here and moving into Coopersville. They now are our neighbors here at Disagram Part 2. And we had several people move in the last week. So our numbers are getting up there. We're getting close to 65 people living here now that want to be our neighbors here. And Disagram Part 2 jumped in.
Nice. More the merrier. Time with Tara. Hey, Cooper.
Hello, Tara. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Ernie Jones. That name rings a bell. Good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. Thanks for all you do. Go Thunder. Only one game away. Oh, yeah. Ernie's a big Oklahoma Thunder fan. Basketball.
Somebody's got to be.
NBA.
Why not Ernie?
Well, hey, he lives there, so obviously it's his city. And they did win the 5th game, which is the big game.
He used to live there. He's now our neighbor.
Yeah, well.
He's out here enjoying the good life with us.
Has roots there. But, yeah, so they won game 5, and it's, so, best of 7, one more. They play on the road next game, Coop, so.
Yeah. And thank you, Ernie, for being a channel member. And you too, Mr. Ford.
Ford Dog. Good morning, Mr. Coop, Mr. Schneider, and all in the chat.
Good morning to you, brother.
Stevie Dice, good morning. I'm a subscriber, and when I click on the Facebook link, it does not work.
Because you have to answer the 4 questions in there, Steve. The first question is going to ask you, are you a subscriber? What's your YouTube name? And then the 3 subsequent questions are just agreed to abide by the rules of the Facebook group. And, be friendly, be courteous, no cussing, and, just get along with everybody in the group, and you'll have no problems, and just keep it cordial. As long as you tick all 4 of those boxes, we can then approve you.
Correct, Amundo.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo, that name rings a bell. Good morning, Jensen, Darlene. Congrats on 18,000 subs.
Yeah, we just hit 18,000 subs about a week ago. So thank you all to those that have come on and watched our shows and watched our YouTube videos. We have over 400 YouTube videos on the channel, and lots of informative live streams like this one right here. So thank you all to the 18,000 people that have joined our channel. Much appreciated.
Alpha keeps a very close eye on things happening in Thailand.
Oh, yeah.
And he makes a point of sending me any of the videos that
notifications.
Yeah,
hey,
notifications.
Cooper, you seen this?
And I do watch them, Alpha. There you go.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you for keeping
I watched
us
that
updated.
earlier this morning. Scott Caswell, hello all.
Hello, Scotty. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Logan C, hey boys, you both look 10 years younger.
We both have the magic smiles. We got our chiclets.
Yes, we
as
do.
people call them. Yeah, I got my implants done, and Brooke got his dentures done. So here in Thailand, exceptionally affordable, cheap.
Yeah. W Secrets to Success. Okay. Good day, gents.
And good day to you too, W. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Logan again. Hey boys, we got that one. Now we're looking 20 years younger.
Exactly.
Mike D, last show you said people thought you looked like the guy from Mad Magazine.
Yeah.
And his name is Alfred E. Newman.
That's right.
I thought the same exact thing. Oh, see, a lot of people. You're a dead ringer for that guy.
Handsome guy.
More so before you got these new choppers. When AI first started watching, great minds think alike.
Yeah, I don't mind. I thought it was funny, the resemblance, and I was like, really? Do I look like the guy from Mad Magazine? and I sort of thought back on it, and it's like, yeah, I do. Except he's got bigger ears than me.
Jeff Trujillo, hey guys, what a crazy ride today on Misty. Misty's on
down.
sale.
It's on sale right now. It's even cheaper than what I bought it on. So, yeah, it's a very good time to, if you're looking to get in the stock market and get some dividends, Misty could be a good option for you. And it's right now on sale.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything under,
good price.
If it gets under 20, I'm going to grab a bunch. I think that's a hell of a buy. Damien, good morning from the Philippines, guys.
Ooh. And good morning to you, Damien. Poor guy. Wish you were over here with us. You're only a 3-hour flight away.
We'll get your medal ready when you get here. Logan C. Hi, Darlene. Thanks for everything.
And thank you, Logan. Yes, Darlene is my wife and our channel moderator. She's behind the screen. You can't see her. And she keeps all the bad bots away. And so we can have an enjoyable conversation with you all. Great people.
Johnny Poulos from Sydney. Good morning, CBD and all watching. Hope everyone is well.
And we are, Johnny. Looking forward to you coming back to Thailand.
How about those roosters, Johnny? Not doing too good. W Secrets. I'm waiting for the next big dip in the market to jump on more Yield Max shares. Brooke, is that going to happen this week or next? It's happening as we speak.
It's happening right now.
Yeah.
And the reason it's happening is because of the war in Iran and Israel. And a lot of people are sort of, is America going to get involved? Is we got to worry about terrorism in the U.S. again? And they get scared and they sell. And they're like, oh, okay, don't know what's going to happen. Nobody does. Just watch the space.
Johnny Poulos, Brooke, are you going to watch the game on the big screen today? Go the Blues. Yes, I will be watching down at what's it called? The corner, the sports bar down underneath my gym on Beach Road. It's got aircon, which is nice. LV 5150. Good morning, CBD and gang. Happy Wednesday. If you like to see Darlene smile, smash that like button, guys. Just pound it. We are 1/4 of the way to 100. Let's go. Oh, well, it's still early in the live stream.
Yeah. hopefully we'll hit that magic 100 number.
Logan, Coop, appreciate you getting me a Nintendo Switch 2. You're the best.
No, it's mine, Logan. Buy your own, buddy.
Sharing is caring. Mikey D says, so if you have a YouTube channel, it's still legal even though you're making money off YouTube? Yes, he's researched that extensively. Like if you decide to make a business out of it. Also, aren't there foreigners that own bars?
Okay, I'll answer the first one first, Mike. As far as YouTube is concerned, Thailand made an announcement that those digital nomads that come over to Thailand and make money on YouTube, they are responsible for Thai tax. And it was about 4 weeks ago that they came out with it. And I've never made money on YouTube. Nope, not interested, and don't need it. I've kept it aside in a separate bank account, and I've said to the Thai government, anytime you want it, you can have it all. You know, if you don't take it, then I'll just donate it to a charity out here. And I don't touch it. I never have. I never will. It's just sat there, and it's not a lot. As a matter of fact, this Saturday is our 2-year anniversary on YouTube, and we'll have another giveaway. This is what we do. We give things away, and that way we show zero profits on YouTube. And so this Saturday, make sure you turn into our live stream where we have our 2-year anniversary, and we'll have more great goodies to give away and competitions. And as for the second part of the question, there are foreigners that own bars. Yes, you can own a bar here in Thailand, but only 49%, same as the condo rule. You can only own 49%. The other 51% must be owned by a Thai. So that is how they do that here in Thailand. There's foreigners own hotels, but then foreigners that own houses. They can own the house, they can't own the land, and they can only have their name on 49% of it. They have to have several Thai partners in it if you're buying it under the company name. So
I'm not sure you want to figure on owning a business here in Thailand, guys. There's in bars, I bet you there's been more money lost in the bar business than made by expats.
You see a lot of bars change names throughout the years.
Yeah. And more than once a year. Like it's same bar can change hands 2-3 times in a year.
Yeah.
Damien, foreigners can own and operate businesses, but just can't do certain jobs, mostly in labor and infrastructure industries.
Yeah, they do have the rules there to protect the local workforce here, Damien. And you can own a portion of a business. You can't own it outright. For example, if you wanted to get in realty, and you wanted to, get in sales and rentals of condos, you can only own 49% of the business. You have to have, for every one foreigner, has to be 3 Thais. There's a 4-to-1 rule.
Yeah.
So for one foreigner in the company, there's got to be 3 Thais.
I would say there's a lot more risk in, you're doing that because I guess either you want to keep busy, well, there's other things to do than that, or you need the money. And if you need the money, then you're better, in my opinion, doing research and getting into passive income streams that'll give you money to help live. For example, those yield max we do. And if you spend your time and effort and research, like if you're going to open a bar, you're going to invest money.
Yeah.
And don't think you're going to do it for $1,000 or $2,000. You're talking 10s or 20s or more investment. Well, that gets you a pretty good whack of shares to live on with a good check every month, and you don't have the risk, in my opinion. Mikey D, so I was looking at flights. Is there a reason people fly to Bangkok and not straight to Pattaya? Just a better experience. Yeah, Pattaya don't have an airport.
Yes, it does. It's called Utapao.
Yeah, but that's not.
It's still considered Pattaya Airport. Pattaya Airport is about an hour south of us, whereas Bangkok Airport is 2 hours north of us. Utapao only has one international flight right now, and that's with Emirates. Flies in once a day from Dubai. So yes, people can fly, and it just opened late last year. to allow international flights in from to Dubai, and the only carrier that can go in there for international flights currently is Emirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to either want to fly into Bangkok, like Swamapone Airport, or the Don Mon. So just check your flights, and then you get a Bolt or you get a Mike's Taxi to jump in. You know, Philip Hunt, watching you live, sitting on the sand of Jumpkin Beach. Life could not get any better.
And it can't, really. I
Philly
agree with you
Mignon.
1,000,000% there, Philip.
Yep.
And thank you for being a channel member too. Yeah, sitting there on the beach is one of my favorite pastimes.
Nice
I
Aussie.
love it. Sitting there having a nice coconut drink and looking over at the ocean. Beautiful. Under the umbrellas, feet up, getting my feet massaged. Wow.
Yeah,
Can't beat it.
Phil, he's
all for under
interesting.
$10.
Oh yeah, he was in the pool yesterday. Interesting fella.
Yeah.
He was in the Australian Navy for his career.
Mhm.
Retired out of there, and he knows a whack about drones.
Oh yeah, he sent me a message saying, "Hey, Coop, my drone's up and running.
Yeah.
When we're going out flying."
He did say DJI is the best. So.
It is.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Logan C, if we get 100 likes, Coop will buy Logan a Nintendo Switch 2. Smash it. All right,
Nope.
let's put that as the goal.
We make no money from the likes there, Logan. Zero, not one freaking penny. You know, if we got paid for likes, boy, I'd be begging for them every 10 seconds. But no, we don't make any money.
Logan C, if we got that one already. Rick Pease, sorry, I missed you guys at Route 66 this last Monday. My girlfriend Kara, got sick with COVID, and now I have COVID. Well, hopefully it's not too bad.
There is a strain going back around Thailand, but they're saying it's a very light strain, and it's runny nose, cough, common cold.
Yeah. They're not pushing the vaccines like they used to, are they?
Nah.
Alchemist, better escape America before it's too late.
Yep, I agree. Get out of there.
Mikey D, yeah, I was looking into stem cells. My disc could use it. I hear Thailand is really great for stem cell.
It is. There's several clinics and hospitals that offer stem cell treatment out here. And I know several people now that have had it done and swear by it.
Bingo.
And said it's made a hell of a difference that, coming over to Thailand to get stem cell.
I think even for knees, they were
knees, hips, joints. Yeah, people are getting that done.
Better than surgery, typically, I would think.
It is.
Yeah.
John
says, good morning, CBD from New York City. Still waiting for Thailand to change the law on vaping.
There is a rumor that they are looking into it, John, and they're trying to go, because they are looking to change the marijuana law too here in Thailand to make it only for prescriptions. So you have to have a doctor's prescription to be able to buy marijuana here. And also they're looking at having vapes for prescriptions only. I hope to God they change the rules on it. Yeah. Because I daren't vape outside. I only vape inside. I won't even take my vape with me outside of fear of getting fined. So no.
You see a lot of vaping going on though at the restaurants.
I think it's much safer than being a smoker.
Yeah.
I think it's a heck of a lot safer. My doctors recommended it to me and said, if they change it, yes, I will give you a prescription to get your vapes, Mr. Cooper. So fingers crossed for that one, John.
Roger Carpenter, hey Coop, may I ask you what you're paying for Monjero? I'm paying $50 a month for 4 pins with insurance.
Okay, yes, I just got switched over from my doctor last week, my diabetic doctor, from the previous one that I was on, Ozempic, and now on Monjero. The Ozempic, I was paying 11,500 baht a month. And the Monjero, I'm paying 14,000 for 2 months supply. So it's a little bit expensive, more expensive than the other one, the other pen, Ozempic, but I get double the supply in the pen. So
it's cheaper.
So it's cheaper. Yeah, I'm saving quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
So
7,000 on average a month.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 200, a little over 200 American.
Yeah.
He's paying 50, but he's got insurance.
Insurance, yeah.
Timmy P, good evening, morning to the CBG gang. I hope all is well. Brooke not looking good for the Oilers. 2-0 for Panthers in second. Bunch of overpaid pansies. I haven't followed that too much. I think they're down in the series too. So if they lose this one, it's game over.
Yeah. And my wife is correcting me and said not 14,000, 15,800. Still cheaper.
Still cheaper.
Yeah. Because for a 2-month supply, I would be paying 23,000, and for a 2-month supply, now I'm paying 14.
I just want to give a shout out
to 15.8. Apologies, honey.
I just want to give a shout out to Darlene for keeping an eye on you,
making sure I stay on
the straight and narrow, and good for you, Darlene.
I get mixed up with figures.
And
sometimes.
To help Darlene out, let's make her smile. Hit that like button, guys.
Yes, please.
Aussie T, go the Cane Toads. Queenslander.
Must win tonight, he says.
Aussie T, yeah, they must. Julie Perkins, wow, there's Julie. Hi from Julie and Linda on the
cruise ship
San Diego, California. Wow.
Wow, my old stomping ground, San Diego, California. Yeah, I lived in Victorville and San Bernardino in California, and California had changed the drinking age to 21. So what we would do is we'd all go down to Tijuana, cross the Mexican border at San Diego. Over there, if you're tall enough to reach the bar, you're tall enough to drink the drink.
Bingo.
So 16, 17-year-olds, we got our driver's license. We'd go down to San Diego, park our car, get on the shuttle bus, go across the border, get drunk. And one time I remember, Brooke, we got stopped by this immigration agent. And he said to us, he says, you guys been drinking? Mm-hmm. He says, I can have you arrested by the local police. For what? We haven't done anything wrong. We didn't consume the alcohol in the U.S. We consumed it in Mexico. Doesn't have a 21-year rule for consuming alcohol. He said, yeah, but you're under 21 and you're consuming it across the state line. You could be arrested for that. I was like, what?
Technicality.
Yeah, technicality. I'm never sure to this day whether he was joking or he's serious.
Roger Carpenter. Bad news, Brooke. Oilers down 2-0 in the second. Yeah. Live and learn with Mike. Good morning, DJ Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
And good morning, Mike. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Terry Fallon from Bancroft. Hello, gents and Darlene. It's been a great day here in Bancroft. Only 2 bug bites today. Sweet. Yeah. That's below average. LV 5150, I believe owning a bar would be even worse than owning a condo.
Well, yes, it would, because and the reason for that, Las Vegas, is because when you own a condo here in Thailand, you own it outright. It's not 49%. You actually own the whole condo that you're occupying. Only 49% units can be sold to foreigners, but you actually own that unit. Whereas the bar, you would only own less than half of the bar. So, yeah.
I've known guys here, several that have just lost.
Yeah, we know a couple.
Walked away.
Yeah, just walked away from the bars.
One guy, 20 grand, he invested 3 weeks. He got out of that, and he was out of there with nothing, you know. So luckily he could afford it, didn't affect his lifestyle. The other gentleman, no, he couldn't afford it.
No.
Stay away from it, guys.
Exactly.
Logan C, great information all around, my friends. Appreciate it.
And you're very welcome. Thank you.
Johnny, I believe U.S. citizens can own a business outright due to the U.S.-Thai Treaty of Amity, but you probably have to jump through hoops.
I have no idea about this Amity Treaty, John, but I can tell you right now, the Americans that I know out here that are in businesses are co-owned with Thais.
Yeah.
Frank,
they're watching from Taiwan.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Frank, for coming in from Taiwan. Yeah, we'll be out there at the end of this year on a cruise ship in Taiwan. So
nice.
Looking forward to that over Christmas.
Rick Pease, I am now in Hua Hin. What a beautiful place. I think I found my place to retire in Thailand.
Hua Hin is a beautiful place.
Popular.
It's a very quiet place.
Which some people are looking for.
Some people like.
Yeah.
And then some people don't. They go over there and they like, hey, I'm coming back to Jomtien. It's too quiet out here for me. You know, I need more to do this. You know, I'm bored. I got nothing to do. Some people thrive on the boredom and say, hey, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I want to go there and I want to do nothing. And that's it. So yeah, it's one of those, you love it or you hate it.
Relax, enjoy the beach and sunshine, and live life. So. Johnny Poulos from Sydney, Jack Daniels and Coke will cure most illnesses, including COVID, allegedly.
Well, if you drink enough of it, you won't even know you have COVID.
Philip Hunt, actually had my first drone flight this morning. Almost lost the drone when the comms were lost. But lucky my skills and Buddha was smiling. Drone landed back home, back at Dusset. Life is still so good.
Yeah, push that button on there that says return to home. If you lose sight of it, push that button. That's your get out of jail free card right there when flying drones.
Logan, I hope the weed laws aren't too strict. No, they're not. I love you going to a shop and picking up a J. It's like my evening beer. Yeah. And there's all kinds of shops here.
Every fourth shop is a weed shop over here. And they are going to change it. I think the writing is on the wall on that. And the hospitals have been told, you know, in advance, we're going to be coming out with a medical marijuana card like a lot of states in the U.S. have. My brother's on it. He's on kidney dialysis, and therefore he uses it for a pain relieving drug. And Thailand wants to go the same way. So my doctor's already told me, because I've had 4 operations on my shoulder. I've got severe damage to my neck from my fall in Kuwait while I was over there working for the U.S. Army. And he's told me that, you know, if I want it, he'll give me a card because of all the ailments that I have for pain relief. Yeah.
I don't think you'll see much.
And sometimes I have to take Valiums just to go to sleep. Because I'm in pain, and I know Valiums aren't good for you.
James Yount, I pay $80 for 90 days worth of Monjaro. 4 shots a month. Great insurance here in the United States.
Yeah, it is.
$80 good. For 3 months. That's good.
That's not bad.
No.
Yeah, that's very good.
Timmy P, gentlemen, do you folks know if there's a limit on the number and quantity of prescription drugs a person can bring into Thailand with them?
They say 90-day supply is what you can legally bring into Thailand. But I myself, I brought in 6-month supply of medication. I know people that have brought in a year's supply of medication. As long as you've got the medication and it's in your name and you got a doctor's letter, most of the times they don't even bat an eyelid at it. You know, there are some medications though, Tim, that you want to check on Thai's Thai government website, and it's called th.gov. And on there they give a list of the banned medications in Thailand. So if you're on a medication that has hallucinogenic properties, 10 to 1 it's banned in Thailand.
Opioids would have
exactly are banned in Thailand. They have alternatives over here a lot safer than some of the ones that we get in the West. So make sure if you're bringing over any medication, folks, you got a letter from the doctor and it's not on the banned medication list in Thailand. Is my advice to everybody. Stay safe.
Scotty S. from Mohin. Good morning, Cooper and Brooke. Hope all is well. Love Bangkok Hospital, having minor hand surgery tomorrow. So please excuse my typos for the next couple of weeks, as I'll be one-handed. Okay, Scott.
And
good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that, Scotty.
Terry Fallon, Brooke, when we get there in 27, I have to get one of those lime green shirts that you wear. Coopersthaiadventure. Hello, tubers. No worries. We'll have lots of them ready. Too.
Yeah.
I believe in freedom. Question. I just joined the chat. Can you go over about the Ozempic? I take it for my diabetes. Planning to move to Thailand.
Yeah, you can get Ozempic here. And thank you for joining the channel there. That's what we're here for, to answer your all's questions prior to coming out to Thailand. You can get it here over the counter. you don't require prescription. There's a lot of medications you can get here over the counter. Some require prescriptions that are stronger than others, but for example, cholesterol medication, diabetes medication, thyroid medication, and quite a few others you can get over the counter and no need for a prescription. They are a little bit more expensive than at Bangkok hospitals. The cheapest I found for Ozempic out here. And you can get all the different size pens out here. It all depends if you're on 0.5 milligram or 1 milligram. You can get it here, and they have the larger pens available as well. So yeah, you can get it out here easily here in Thailand. You won't have a problem with that.
Good to know.
Any further questions on it? I believe in freedom.
They have a lot of.
We'll be more than happy to read them out.
They have a lot of pharmacies here.
Oh, their pharmacies are all over the place over here.
Not as many as the weed shops, but getting damn close. LV 5150. I just was diagnosed with type 2, but deathly afraid of needles. I was prescribed Rybelsus. Do you know anything about that medication?
Yes, they do have it here in Thailand as well. So I do know that you can get it here in Thailand. I hate needles as well, LV. I will be 1,000% honest with you. But these needles are so tiny, they're almost hard to see by the naked eye. And when they're that tiny, you don't feel them going in. I mean, I'll just show you one so you can see it. I have them just here at the side. So let me just grab this here. So they give you the needles in there. There you go. There's my name from the Bangkok hospital there. Like that. So pack of 4, that's 1 month supply of needles. And I got way too many than I need, but they are extremely, extremely small. You will not have any pain with these. I've never had any pain with them, but I mean, if you could see that there, when you take that cap off right here, it's literally, you can hardly see the needle. It's like the width of one of your hair on your head. That's how small they are. And I've never had a problem with it. Never had a problem. I've never injected myself and been like, oh, that's painful. Nah, you don't feel it. Nah, I don't even feel it.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Logan, Coop, let's get a card and go smoke it out. Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
We'll duke it out. Terry Fallon, Coop, plan to do any more videos other than the live stream? Enjoy seeing you out and about.
Few and far between, Terry. And I always knew from the beginning of our channel that we're going to show you everything that we can here in Thailand. And I've done just about that. I've shown supermarkets, hospitals, dental clinics, schools, all sorts of things, immigration and food places. I've shown it all on the channel, and I'm running out of things to show you guys, Terry, that I haven't already shown you, other than going around every single restaurant and doing a review on the restaurant, which I really don't want to do. And the live streams are just here to keep the group going, let everybody know the community's still going strong, and we still got a lot of people that want to come out here. And so you can see our friendly faces on a weekly basis, and let you know what's going on in Thailand with current news and events that are happening. And hence why we keep doing the live stream. But as far as going out every day and filming videos, Terry, we just don't want to do it.
Come on.
No, it's a waste of my time. It really is. I have to say it. It takes up a lot of Darlene's times because she'll spend 6 to 8 hours editing each video. For a 30-minute clip, guys, you have no idea how long it takes her to edit it.
Pay the girl.
She gets everything for free anyways. What are you talking about? Pay the girl. My wife is very well taken care of. But nah, we said we're going to take. You want to do it? I'll give you the freaking camera. You go out and do it, and then we'll get Jackie to edit it. See how it looks.
Yeah, see how that looks.
But no, it's time to take a back seat and just only do this. Maybe once in a while we'll go out and make a video. If something exciting and fun is happening in Thailand, yeah, we'll go out and film it. But other than that, that's time to take a back seat.
Brand new condos that are being built?
Go film them. I'll give you the camera.
We can see them from our balcony.
Yeah, but they're just shells right now.
Now, but they'll eventually.
Will you stop giving my wife work? She
Hmm.
wants to enjoy life. She wants to hang out with the girls. I want to hang out with all of you guys. It's no fun. I'm out filming all day, and you're like messing. Hey, Coop, wish you were here. Me and the guys over here, we're having a great time.
Kill you. Come on, step up. Timmy P, aren't you glad you got me here to help you get work? Timmy P says, thanks for the info on the prescription drugs. Appreciate it and note it.
Yeah. You're very, very welcome.
Robert Nutt, there he is. I brought in my medication with no problem. The only medication you can't bring in are narcotics.
Yeah. And there are certain medications, Robert, that they consider as narcotics because they are on the hallucinogenic list. So better to be safe than sorry. Thailand has a medication for just every ailment you can think of. And they may not have your brand that you particularly like, but they will have their own brand here, and it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
And does exactly the same thing.
Yeah, typically they're cheaper here than even the West.
Exactly.
Robert's from Texas, by the way, joined us at Route 66.
He did.
And he's got what's called Texas humor. Richard Woolley, only problem for us non-weed smokers is the smell of it. I wish they could figure out how to change the stink of it.
And what they do over here, Richard, is they have all the gummies and the CBD liquids, that you put a drop under your tongue. There's no smell. It doesn't affect anybody. And I would like them to go to that.
Yeah, I know I walk into my building, not every time I walk in, but more than half the time, and you can just smell it right in the
I don't like the smell of
wafting in the hallway.
But I have used the gummies on occasion when my shoulder and my neck is really bad. At certain times of the year, it gets worse. I don't know why. And I've used the gummies, and I sleep well.
A lot of people like them.
Yeah.
Eric Lowe, good morning, CBD. Yeah, Wahin is just too quiet. That is why we're moving to Wangamat Beach.
Okay, see you soon, Eric.
I believe in freedom. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Timmy P at Richard Woolley, they have to switch to vaping the oil extract. No smell at all. Same as regular smoker vapes. Okay.
And they do have that here too.
Really?
But they've sort of clamped down on vapes big time in Thailand because kids are getting a hold of them. Well, kids get a hold of cigarettes. They get a hold of marijuana. Excuse me. Kids over here, you'll see riding motorbikes at the age of 10, 12 years old with no license, no insurance, and they're out here riding motorbikes. So I don't know why they're attacking vapes. Vapes is a great medium for those that want to quit smoking, but can't give it up completely. And, they have partners and the partners don't like the smell of smoke. Well, with vapes, there's no smell. None. It's liquid. It's water vapor that's coming out of your mouth. So there's zero smell in it. Darlene says to me, you smell 1,000% better, Coop, when you're not smoking cigarettes and you're smoking vapes. So, yeah, of course, I don't want my wife to be upset, and I'm hoping that they'll bring in this new regulation after the next parliament session in September. And that's when they're going to be looking at the marijuana laws and the vape laws. So I'm hoping that's going to come into effect on the last half of this year. Fingers crossed. I'll let you all know.
LV says, wow, thanks for the info. Might have to reconsider. I think there's less side effects with the Ozempic.
All of them have side effects. Aspirin has side effects. Paracetamol has side effects. Tylenol has side effects. Some people are affected differently than others. The first time I had tried Ozempic, I had diarrhea. I didn't have a sickness. I wasn't vomiting, but I did have diarrhea for about 2, 3 days, and then that went away, and I haven't had it come back since. So yeah, you will find that. I mean, before I got on Ozempic, I was on diabetic medication, and I was taking metformin. First time I took that, it gave me diarrhea. First time I came to Thailand and I ate Thai food, I got diarrhea. For a couple of days. But yeah, you all find that over here because your body's not used to it. It's different, you know. Um, so as far as side effects, everybody's affected differently.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice any adverse side effects with taking Ozempic. And I haven't taken the new medication yet because the doctor said finish off the Ozempic first, which I have 3 more injections left in the pen, and then I'll go on to the new pen.
And you do one a week?
One a week on a Wednesday,
Okay.
so tonight. Yeah.
Okay. Tommy Lee, the Tominator. Good morning, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. Hope all is well. Hit that like button. Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please.
Logan C., what is your favorite go-to place to eat some tasty local food?
My favorite place for the local food is 2 right now that are both my favorites. One is at Rumpel Market, and it's called Kiss. Very good. There's a couple of chains out here, and very good and cheap Thai food. My second favorite is the Boathouse on Jumpton Beach Road.
Like that.
Oh, it's to die for. Really, really good.
So I like the Kebab Lady at Rompo.
He's talking Thai food.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I like the Kebab Lady. I like Taco House for the Mexican, and Route 66 for the good breakfast.
For American.
And unlimited coffee. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a little more old school.
Restaurants out here for everybody. If you like French or Italian or
Indian,
Spanish, Thai, it's a whole world is your oyster here. It's like a mini planet Earth.
Correct.
Yeah.
Every food choice. So kind one. Hi, how is everyone?
We're all good, so kind one. How you doing, sweetheart? And thank you for coming on and joining us.
Philip Hunt, I hate needles. When I take my Ozempic, I usually can't even feel the needle.
I can't.
P.S. I brought 6 months supply from Oz as I get it cheaper due to the PBS and DVA.
Yeah, so it's subsidized in Australia. And it's subsidized in England, too. You only pay per prescription. So if you get 4 pens on one prescription paper, you only pay for one of them, at a very subsidized rate. So fantastic for those in Commonwealth countries that get that. They're what they consider national health. Yeah. And you're right, Philip. I don't feel the needle at all.
No.
I can see it, but I don't feel it at all because it's just really, really tiny. Yeah. It's not like a big, thick needle when they're taking blood from you in the hospital, That one I feel is like, ooh,
especially when they don't find the vein.
Exactly. Yeah. And but for these ones, nah.
Terry Fallon, we really enjoy seeing you guys in the live, so no worries. I always have a great time.
And thank you, Terry. Yeah, let us enjoy our retirement, guys. We came out here to retire. We wanted to build a group and help like-minded people come over here. We've done that. We're getting close to 20,000 subscribers on the channel. There's no need to go out and make videos every day. We've accomplished everything that we wanted to. We'll just keep the live stream going and sit here and talk to you guys and answer your questions, your comments, have a good laugh with you, and look forward to meeting up with you. We'll still do the meet and greets every 4th Tuesday of the month, and we still go to every Monday to Route 66. And then we have different events that we have throughout the year where we go out with our subscribers and do fun things and have a great time.
When is the next meet and greet? It's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting there soon. Blakester Drums says, hey guys, how about a poolside live stream special? I can't do that, Blakester, and that's because there's kids here. And I will never put a child in our videos or live streams. We edit them out because we get people that are a bit sick in the head, and I don't want to attract those sort of people to the channel. So we don't do a live stream out by the pool, but we could. Maybe in the cabana. We've done one from the roof. We have done one from the roof before.
24th is next Tuesday.
Oh, it's next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Our meet and greet. Wow.
Next meet and greet, guys. So we can see you all there. Mike D, come on, Brooke. Can't wait to see you giving a tour in 2 bedrooms. Hello, tubers. Where's Cooper?
Yeah.
Aussie T, my wife and I are doing our DTAC after the live. We'll be in Thailand in a couple days. Good.
Yeah, okay. Well,
you'll love it.
That's your online pre-authorization to come to Thailand. You have to do it 3 days before you fly to Thailand, and it's very easy. It takes a couple of minutes, and you're done. You put your flight number, your name, where you're going to be staying. That's it.
It's getting to be common for a lot of countries.
It's like you used to do in the old days. You'd get a landing card on the airplane. You had to sit there and fill it in, and nobody's got a pen. So everybody's asking the stewardess, "You got a pen?" You know, who takes a pen on holiday? Yeah. Nobody.
Jay Fallon, congrats, Aussie T. Good on ya. Hunter Orion, good evening, all from Omaha. Always great to hear the latest from Thailand and pick up info for my future move.
And thank you, Hunter. And thank you for being a channel member. That's what we're here for, to update you on the weekly goings on in Thailand as things change and they get easier and exciting news comes in. We like to tell you on the channel, you know, and if it's bad news, I'll tell you. I don't care. If it's good news, I'll tell you that too. You know, I'm not going to only say the great things about Thailand. I will say the bad too, you know, and but well, there's not many. So it's very easy, you know. Very rare we get any bad news other than, hey, we had a COVID spike a couple of weeks ago, and you know, and it's minor cough and a runny nose. So
land of smiles.
Exactly.
Live and learn with Mike. The weed got so crazy in Michigan, people smoke as they're driving. Ooh, wow, sir. Yeah, it's kind of bad all over in the West. Aussie T. Thanks, Terry. Planning to be at Fraser's on Tuesday. Well done.
See you, Aussie T.
Yep. It's always a fun time.
Oh, fantastic.
Logan C. Unprofessional weed smokers, you have to find the right place to enjoy. Correct. Philip Hunt says, I have a gummy for breakfast almost every day.
And they are great.
Start the day off right.
They are great. I swear by the gummies. I don't like the smell of weed either. I must admit, I hate the smell. Darlene can't stand the smell. But I can't even handle a whole gummy. I'll take half a gummy. And I'll sleep fantastic, and I'll wake up. I can't even remember what I dreamt. It was that good, you know. And I'll sleep a good solid 8 hours. Normally, I sleep 5 or 6 hours a day, but when I take one of those gummies, I'll sleep a full 8 hours, and it definitely helps with the pain.
Scotty Jean from New Zealand. Hey guys, afternoon.
And afternoon to you too, Scotty.
So kind one, Cooper, what reason did your doctor switch your diabetes meds?
The reason that he switched it, so kind one, is I've been on it for about 10 months now. And they ideally want to get me down to 80 kilos. Okay. The more weight that you lose, the lower your sugar level goes. So I went on Ozempic and I lost 12 kilos in the first 6 months. But since then, in this in the last 4 months, my weight hasn't gone down an ounce, and it hasn't gone up an ounce. It's been sort of sitting there steady at 92 kilos, not gone up or down. And he says, okay, your body's gotten used to it. Now we're going to switch you over to this one because Ozempic will get you down 10% of your body weight. Whereas the new one will get you down 20% and will hopefully hit that 80 kilo range that we would love to hit. And I'm not taking any other diabetic medication. Now, when I was on the tablets, my blood sugar on my A1C was 7.7. Since I've been on Ozempic, it's dropped down to 6.5. So fantastic.
Good.
Going on to this new one, he's hoping that it'll drop down somewhere in the 5s, which is where they want it in my body at a healthy weight.
Good.
So hence why they changed it. I'm glad that they monitor it, and
Robert Nutt says, my first date in Thailand, I got diarrhea's cousin, gonorrhea. Texas humor. Oh, naughty boy. Logan C. I wonder if the medical card in the States will work in Thailand. I doubt it. Or are tourists going to have to visit a doctor to get a card?
You will have to visit a doctor to get a card. But if you have a medical card in the States, I think that'll go a long way with the doctor, because it shows them that you've been taking it in the States safely.
Bingo.
And that you know how to use it, the risks involved, and I think it'll give the doctor a peace of mind. So I would definitely bring it with you, Logan, your card.
Scotty Jean, is it true you bring money into the country, you get taxed on it? What a ripoff from New Zealand. No, it's not true, Scott.
No. And they actually came out and said, no, there is going to be no tax on foreigners bringing money into Thailand, providing you bring it into Thailand on the year that you earned it or the subsequent year that you earned it. You will not be taxed in Thailand. And it's waiting for the royal decree right now. So we're expecting that to happen sometime this month. And as soon as it does, I'll let you guys know.
No tax on crypto.
Yeah, that's the big one for Monday.
LV says 1 hour in and up to 79 likes. Oh, wow. It's coming. Yes. Pound that like button. Make Darlene smile. Let's get 100 during the live. Big smile from Darlena.
And she loves it. It shows that you guys appreciate all the hard work she's doing behind the scenes. So it really does help the channel. Thank you guys for that.
I think if we got her to do a little dance every time it hits 100. I mean, people would kind of want to see that.
Not Darlene.
Terry Fallon says, hopefully Connie and I will get there in 27 and join the CTA group. Correct. Would love to meet the people on the chat. Yeah, there's many.
And that's why everybody comes to our meet and greet.
Yeah.
At the end of the month, we have our regulars that come every single month without fail, that are living here, boots on the ground. And then we have our newbies that come out to Thailand for the very first time.
Yeah.
And they come to the meet and greet, and it's normally about half and half.
Food's good.
So we normally have about 50 people at the meet and greet. Half are regulars and the other half are new people. And Brooke and I introduce you to everybody that's there.
We try and meet and greet everyone that shows up and say hello. And
exactly. It's a fun time.
The one thing I've noticed with everybody there.
What's that?
They're always smiling.
Yes.
Smiles everywhere.
Love it to be here.
Yep. Nomad Jack says, good morning, CBD and gang. Enjoying the show.
And thank you, Nomad Jack.
How about Pinky? Hopefully she's enjoying it.
Yeah, and say hello to Pinky for us, your lovely wife and Darlene's good friend.
Yes. Nomad Jack says, good morning, Tony Montana. Logan, live stream at the weed shop.
Oh, I would get kicked out of YouTube if I did that. Yeah, somebody did try and do it, and they had their channel taken down. So I can't do that one, folks.
Dennis L., I can't wait to meet you guys when we move to Thailand. I love the channel.
What?
He's here already, guys.
Yeah, we were just with him yesterday.
Yeah, he's playing with us. Logan C. Gummies, aka my morning med.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that use them, and I'm one, and they are fantastic, and they do help with pain relief.
I've never tried them.
Yeah.
Logan says, sorry, Darlene, not sure why my comments are repeating.
I skipped through them. It's okay.
Terry Fallon, Dennis, I'm with you. One of my bucket list items
to come over here and meet the Coopers.
Good.
Yeah, come on over, Terry. Love to have you.
Vincent Vega. Hey guys, who does your 90-day reporting and what's the cost?
I do. 0. I do my own 90-day reporting. I did have Singh do it a couple of times, but when I saw how easy it was, I go in there, I give them my passport, I fill in the little A4 paper, I go down to Cheap Charlie's for my breakfast, I come back, it's done. Thank you. See you in 3 months.
I've done all 3. I've done the online, and then I've done it myself once, once or twice, and then I've got Singh to do it a couple times. You know, a couple $100 baht. I forget what it charges, but
yeah, it's like $6. I think you charge.
Yeah, when you do it yourself, they'll usually tell you come back in an hour.
Yeah.
When I get Singh, I sit on the bench for 5 minutes and I'm out of there.
Yeah. He gets it done lickety split.
walks to the front of the line.
Mm.
LB says A1C 6.5 is amazing. Anything under 7 is considered good. I went from 6.1 to 8.1 in a year. So eating better and working out, hopes to get back below 7 myself. Great job, Coop. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, and that's what my doctor said. 6.5 is fantastic. You know, keep you below 7 and you're going to do well. You know, because I had a friend of mine that worked for me in Kuwait, and he'd never checked his blood sugar. He was a big guy, never checked his blood sugar, and he was always eating lots of junk food. And he saw me there one day, you know, and I was doing the old finger prick at my desk. And he said to me, "Does that hurt?" I said, "No, it don't hurt." You know, I said, "It's quick. It's just super fast." You know, and he says, "I've never checked my sugar." He said, "Could you check my sugar and just let me know what it is?" And I said, "Sure, I can check it." You know, and so I had some alcohol swabs, and I cleaned his finger and put a fresh needle on there and pricked his finger, and I checked it with my glucose sensor, and it came up error. It couldn't read it.
Too high.
It was over 33.
Ooh, not good.
And it said it was too high. I couldn't read it. And he said, "What does that mean?" I said, "That means you need to get your ass to the hospital right now." Yeah. I said, "Sign out of work, get your ass to the hospital right now." I said, "Because you are very close to going in diabetic coma." I said, "If that comes up with that on the machine, that means it's so high, the machine can't even read it. It's gone past its maximum level of 33. And he says, "Are you serious?" I said, "I'm dead serious." He went into the hospital, and he went straight from my office to the hospital. And anyways, he got there, and they had checked his blood sugar as well, the same way I did. And the first thing they did is give him an insulin injection, boom, to bring it down. And he's type 1 diabetic, but he didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it.
Wow. Didn't even know it. That's why I say, you know, have your medical over here in Thailand at least once a year, folks. It's so cheap. You can get a medical over here for less than $100, a full medical workup and history. And Brooke and I do it at the Jomtien Hospital. Fantastic. It's just as good as Bangkok Hospital, but it's cheaper for your medical. So we go there, get the medical done at least once a year. I get my A1C done every 3 months at Bangkok Hospital. And it's a way to stay on top of things.
Yeah, for general stuff, common, you know, run-of-the-mill Jomtien Hospital, because it's cheaper. If you need a specialist,
Bangkok.
Yeah, they'll tell you that right at Jomtien. LB says 200 thumbs up if Darlene dances, 100 thumbs down if Coop and Brooke start dancing. Let's hit that thumbs up then. Ricardo Crosby, hello, Cooper and team. Good day.
And hello, Ricardo. Thank you for coming on and joining us. Much appreciated.
Terry Fallon, thank you, gents. Great live as always. See you on the next one. Thanks, Darlene, for all that you do. Got to go walk the dog.
And thank you, Terry. Much appreciated.
Dennis L., sorry, it's the gummies.
Jesus. They are good. They are good for people in pain.
CC Tube 13. Hi, guys. If you are bringing money in from outside, how can they tell what year it was earned in and why does it matter?
They can't tell, really. But I hope that I think what they're doing, CC, is, you know, hoping on the honesty policy, you know, that you'll be an honest person, you know, and you'll, you know, bring it in as the year that you earn it, and then you won't get tax on it. So that's what I think that they're doing. And most retirees out here, 99.9%, I said, would be honest people, you know, and they're going to bring it in, you know, to support their lifestyle here in Thailand. You know, you get your pension, you get your, you know, your 401k, you got your investment, your dividends. Well, you're going to be bringing it into Thailand every month, you know, as a source of income to, you know, take care of your life over here. And the great thing is you don't have to worry about them taxing you on it.
Yeah, that's
so all that FUD that was going on, all the YouTubers saying, "Oh, everybody's going to leave Thailand and Exodus," you know, and nah, It was all FUD.
Yeah, that legislation that garnered all this interest was aimed at Thais that are out of the country and not at foreigners. Now, obviously, when you read geez, maybe that's applying to me as a foreigner. Yeah, maybe the wording wasn't specific, but that's the gist of it, was aimed at Thais that are out of the country. So yeah, don't get too excited about any of that issue. I don't think you'll ever hear of anybody getting audited as an expat bringing money in. Haven't met any yet. Johnny Poulos, hit 2 likes, one on your phone and one on the TV. Darlene will do backflips if that happens.
Oh, yes, please.
Mike D, I do love steak, though. Does Thailand have good steak?
Fantastic. Yeah. And we have sizzlers here, Mike, like you do it in the States. And also, our favorite steak place out here is El Gaucho.
Although I've heard Peaky Blinders is supposed to give it give it a run.
Not tried it yet.
No.
But yes, we do have very good steak out here. El Gaucho on the first Tuesday of every month, half-price steak.
Yeah.
So can't beat it. And it's so tender, you can literally cut it with a fork, not with a knife. Super, super tender.
You had fun there last time.
We did. We had a blast. And they give you free alcohol, too. So it's a plus, 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 and as Cooper likes to say.
Timmy P, great stream, as many as always, kids. Much appreciated. I'm going to watch the Panthers finish off my 3-0 down in the third. About to start. Hit that like button, folks. Make Darlene and Brooke smile.
Yes, please. If you're watching on the live stream, it's free.
Phil L, there is no tax on crypto if you bought and sold it while living in Thailand. Bought mine several years ago before I arrived here. Believe me, the U.S. will tax the hell out of me when and if I sell it.
Yeah, great things happening for crypto in Thailand.
By the way, Phil says, Phil Hunt, I was once you guys back in my old country. My advice, it will be okay. All the visa issues, weeds, back and forth, bank accounts, Coop really are so tiny. It is fantastic here. Cooper and Brooke are #1.
And thank you, Philip. Much appreciated. Yeah, don't sweat the little stuff, folks, as we like to say. Periodically, there's changes here, and if it upsets the people, they tend to put it back to the way it was, and they just do things as a test to see how people are going to react. Well, it upset a lot of the foreigners, saying, "Hey, you ain't taxing my pension," and dual taxation agreement, you can't do that, and everything else. And several governments said to Thailand, "Hey, you signed that treaty with us, you can't do that." And they've made a back step on it. They've said, okay, you're absolutely right. We're not going to go after foreigners. And as a matter of fact, we're not even going to go after Thais, because we're finding that Thais are not bringing their money back in the country that they're earning overseas from the interest overseas. And they are losing money every year. So they've brought in this rule that says, okay, if you earn it this year and you bring it back into the country this year or next year, we won't tax you either. So they've done a complete 360 on it, which is great, because they do listen to the people. There's some governments around the world that don't give a damn what the people say. Look at all our subscribers in England, with Labour, and they froze the pensioners' winter money, for heating the homes, but gave themselves a pay rise, and they said that, that they were going to look after the pensioners when they were running for election, and they did the complete opposite. So over here, at least Thailand government does listen to the people, and for that they get the 2 thumbs up for me.
Tourism is huge for the economy here, and they're not really going to want to rock the boat in a negative way on expats. That's my view, because we're so critical to bringing foreign currency into the country and leaving it here. So I think going forward, you're not going to see those type of negatives. There'll always be FUD, and there always is. You can't believe any of the news today, really, on a lot of these channels.
And there is currently legislation, everybody that's watching, going through the Thai parliament right now as we speak, to make it easier for people to come and live in Thailand. To make it easier, they're looking at the 10-year golden visa from Vietnam as an option. they're looking at changing the retirement rule here in Thailand to make it easier for expats to come over here and retire. So they've lost a lot of Chinese tourists. 30% of the Chinese tourism is down, and they're looking to bring it back up. How they're going to do it? Westerners.
Yeah.
And they're taking a serious look and said, wow, Vietnam, you're the amount of people that have come to your country is tripled in the space of 3 months. We want some of that, and there are countries that get easier retirement visas than Thailand, like Cambodia, for example. And they're looking at that too, saying, hey, we need to be doing that too. We want, foreigners coming in here with their money.
I think a lot of the Chinese tourism is down simply from the fact that their economy is suffering big time.
But it's up 14% across the board between Western countries coming to Thailand.
Yeah. So more expats, not counting Chinese, are coming. Whereas Chinese is way down. But yeah. Mike D, you get the full workup medical every year, do you guys?
Yes, sir.
So do they go over blood results too? Yes, they do. Will they be able to check the spine and do an MRI?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd want to probably specify that.
Yeah.
And then get...
you pay separately for that for the MRI, Mike, but it's a lot cheaper than the West, I can tell you right now. I've had an MRI done here in Thailand, and so is Darlene, and it runs you about $100 for an MRI.
Yeah.
So very, very cheap.
I would say bring your copy of your medical records with you when you come, Mike, especially in your case, and then they'll be able to compare however long ago that was done in the West to here, and give them more information is better.
Yeah. So when we had the full medical here, Brooke and I, Mike, and we had our very first one, you go in there and you register. So you got to take your passport with you, and you register with the hospital, and they enter your details in the computer system. They say, okay, go home fast, come back tomorrow morning for your medical. And you'll go from room to room to room, and they do everything from taking your stool sample, taking your blood, checking x-ray, and the scan on your stomach and everything, check your fatty liver and all that. And you're then done, and they say, okay, come back tomorrow. You come back tomorrow, you're sitting down with a doctor face to face, and it's all included in the price for $100. All that is included in the price. All the checks, the blood work, everything else, and sitting down with the doctor for 10 minutes, going over the results with you, is all included in the price. Can't beat it.
Ladies are a little extra, but they have an extra scan done or whatever.
Exactly.
Scotty Jean, sumo wrestling must be diabetic. Look how big they are.
They are the big guys.
They are. LV says, thanks for yet another great live. Appreciate all the alpha you all share with us. Hope you all have a great day.
And you too, Las Vegas. Hope to see you soon here in the land of smiles.
Roger Carpenter, how are the tariffs going between the U.S. and Thailand?
Still in talks, Roger.
Haven't heard much
was
about
the last we heard. So they are... Thai government and American government with the trade envoys are talking and coming up with an agreement. So it seems like it's going pretty well, because we haven't heard any negative news about it. So, yeah.
Robert Pierpont, I've noticed several expat videos in the Philippines as of late saying expats that have been out of the U.S. for a couple years are getting their U.S. bank accounts shut down.
I haven't heard that. I still have my U.S. bank account, no problem. USAA, I still have my bank account there. And I have my brokerage account in New York, and I'm doing good. I haven't had anybody tell me that they've had theirs shut down here. As long as you have an address in the U.S., a registered address, you have nothing to worry about. And you set up your two-factor identification. You do your yearly reports. Let them know you're still alive and you're still well, and somebody's not using your account and you're not actually with us anymore. Then nobody's had a problem here. I've got American subscribers that have actually lived here a lot longer than I have. I got one American subscriber. He's been here 16 years. And he said, I was waiting and hoping somebody would come on YouTube that would be setting up a community like you've done. He said, we did have a guy that started it, and he passed away a few years ago. and nobody's done it since. But thank God you've done it, and I've subscribed and I've joined your group. I want to meet other Americans and make new friends here, and he's loving it, and he's still got his bank account, you know, and he's been here for a lot of years. I said, is there anything that you would change about Thailand? I've asked him quite a few questions. I'm trying to get him to come on the channel for a live stream and do an interview with him. I think it'd be fantastic. He's been there that long. And he's a little bit shy. He says, nah, I don't want to go in front of camera. He says, I'd rather just watch from the sidelines. But very, very nice guy.
I would say, you know, definitely keep in touch with your bank.
Yeah.
Let them know you're doing a world tour. You had it planned before COVID. That's what I tell them. And, you know, I'll be gone for quite a while. So, but if you stay in touch, and then secondly, make sure there's a number they can reach you at. Like I keep a US number.
Yeah, I do.
Phone's always on. If the phone rings, it's somebody trying to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
So that's what to do. And lastly, probably a mailing address that somebody monitors, because quite often they'll send a letter to you. Hey, please call or notify us, whatever, you know. And if that gets returned, that's probably a red flag. Hey, there's something fishy going on here. That address ain't legit.
Yeah.
So they don't have an address for you that's current, at least working. So,
hello, Mrs. Cooper. Welcome home. How was the gym?
Wow.
Jackie's at the gym too? Okay,
good.
great. Wife's just walked back in from the gym.
Roger Carpenter, 97 likes. We're almost there, Darlena. Now, if we get 100, they want to see you do a dance. Okay.
Yeah, you have to dance in the camera.
Yeah. It can be a TikTok dance. Scotty S. Love Peaky Blinders. Best steak I had was at Pepper and Salt on the dark side.
Okay, I've had that one.
You had that one? Okay, not a steak eater, as I can't swallow chunks of fat, but they've cooked my tenderloin perfectly. Good to know.
I have tried that salt and pepper on the dark side. You were with us when we tried it. A group of us went over there.
Not me.
I think you were with us, bro. No?
Okay.
But I haven't tried Peaky Blinders yet.
No,
I'd like to try
that.
that.
I'd like to do that. Yeah. I'd like to try that Pepper and Salt too, for example.
That wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Logan C, have you boys been to Copper Buffet in Bangkok? Wow.
No, I haven't.
Copper Buffet. No, I haven't
heard of that one. Might have to look into that.
Maybe you meant Cooper's Buffet. No. Jeff Sigler, I've heard Australian beef is really good. It is. How does it compare to US, Argentinian, etc.?
Good.
All beef is good.
All beef is good, actually. They have it in abundance in El Gaucho, and they have the Australian beef, the US, they have the Argentinian, and they have the Scottish Angus. So very, very good, and all different cuts and sizes, and all the way up to tomahawk. If you can eat a tomahawk, Jeff, then you're a better man than I can. I look at it and I'm going, nope, that's too much steak for me. But yeah, it's really good out here.
I get the biggest filly I can find. Mikey D, wow, that's amazing. Unheard of in the US.
What was that in relation to?
No
I'm lost. Sorry, Mike.
Scotty Jean. Hi guys, 10 million baht and a pension, 35,000 baht. Is that enough to live in Thailand for good? 10 million baht, probably he says invested, and he
savings.
Gets a pension of 30. Yeah, that's definitely more than enough.
35,000 Thai baht a month. That's 1,000 US.
Hang on, he's got 10 million invested. Okay, so that'll last you a long time.
Yeah.
300 grand. Yeah. The bank account thing seems like it's all people in the Philippines. I've not heard anyone in Thailand say the same thing. Just seemed odd to me.
Yeah. I've not heard it here either.
No. Hunter Orion says 100 likes. Woohoo.
Wow. Thank you all so very, very much for pounding the like button and keeping this channel going. Much appreciated.
I'll be abroad. I see Trump boys are opening up new mobile phone services. Said they will have international service.
Haven't heard anything about that.
There is something going on about a new phone company coming, so maybe that's the one they're talking about.
I'd like to see Elon do it. With
I was just going to say I'd love to get an X phone.
Satellites.
Yeah, man,
that would be fantastic. Yeah. That would, because Darlene and I do a lot of cruises every year. We try and do 3 or 4 cruises a year, and to us that's a lot. That's every 3 months we're on a cruise ship. But anyways, the cruise companies nail you for Wi-Fi on the cruise ship.
Yep.
The last cruise we were on, we did the transatlantic, and they had the Starlink on the ship, but it was $300 to use it on one device only.
Ah,
Super expensive,
Crazy.
super expensive. You know, for a 2-week cruise, they wanted $300. And yeah, I would love for Elon to do something because he's got Starlinks all over the place. I mean, we're on the ship. I had I think 3 hours free they gave me, and I had full signal. I actually came on and did a live stream with you
I remember that.
from the balcony on the cruise ship.
Correct.
You know, in our suite. And people are like, "Hey, that's CGI. That ain't Cooper on a cruise ship." And I'm like, "No, it's not." And I took the camera and I'm panning around and say, "See, this is not CGI."
Yeah.
But I would love to see Elon do something because I think the cruise ships are ripping people off left, right, and center.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Nutt, 100 likes. Sweet.
Yes. Thank you all. 100 people that gave us a thumbs up. Much appreciated.
LB
Thank you,
says
guys.
100. Let's go, Darlene. Let's dance.
Babe,
on,
are you
Darlene.
dancing?
Mikey D, I was talking about the full workup medical. That's what he was talking about. Okay, that's amazing. Unheard of in the U.S.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
We get so far ahead in the comments, and when you guys thank us
Yeah,
for something,
yeah.
we can't
Well,
remember what it's for. It's like, what? Okay, what part of today's live stream were you thanking us for? But yeah, the full medical workup for $100 here. Sit down with a doctor. You can't beat it, folks.
No,
you really can't.
And they're tied into Bangkok Hospital, so the results automatically are down there.
Yeah.
I remember I walked in.
You get put on the national database here.
Yeah, so that's good.
So if you injure yourself, say you're 200-300 miles away, you know, or 1,000 miles away inside Thailand, and you injure yourself and they need your medical record, it's on their system, even though you've never been to that hospital, which is great.
Jeff Trio. So, Brooke, you have 2 phones, one for Thailand, one for Canada. I do have one for Thailand. I have a SIM, you know, a Thai SIM in that one. The other one I have works in Canada and the U.S. and Mexico. And, you know, actually it'll work anywhere on the planet. It might cost a little bit for a call, but it's my second phone, and it's got a T-Mobile number, a SIM in there. And, you know, I've had good luck with it, but it was like $30 a month when I got it, and now it's up to 50, taxes included, this is. So I did a little research, and I came across this called Mint Mobile. And I would check that, guys, especially if you're in the U.S. They had a plan, $15 a month, and I think you could add $5 a month would get you international texting anywhere, you know, in and out. So really for $20. Now, I'm not sure if I have to be in the U.S. to get that, or, you know, if I can do it from Thailand, but might be worthwhile checking out, guys.
And I have 2 phones too, Jeff. So I've got my Thai phone here, and then I got my U.S. phone. And on my U.S. phone, I have Magic App. Magic App, I pay $3 a month, and I'm able to do my 2-factor identification with the bank. It gives me a U.S. number, so if a U.S. company or a U.S. friend wants to call me, they can call me on my Magic App number, and I use it here in Thailand. However, Thailand does not allow Magic App. Okay, so in other words, you can't download it here in Thailand. So what you have to do is download it, put it on your phone before you come to Thailand. It's not available here in the App Store. It's not that it's not allowed, it's just not available. So I advise people that want to do that and have the Magic App like I do, to download it before they leave their home country. And register and set it up, and you'll be okay. It'll work fine here. But you can't download it on the App Store. It says you're not in the US and can't do it.
I need to keep things very simple. And so I believe in the KISS principle. And that's a little too advanced for me, what you do.
Okay.
I don't want to be worried about downloading and not working. Ozzy T, do you need to book for Fraser's? Do we eat there? If you want.
You can eat there, and we book it, Ozzy. So I reserve all the seats there, and we pretty much have the whole place to ourselves.
Good majority.
Frank, who's the owner, is an absolute great guy. And I told him I don't want nothing for it. You have fantastic service here, fantastic food. It's aircon. I said exactly what I'm looking for, and I'm happy to support your business. and I don't even get a free drink out of him for it. He's tried many times. I said, no, 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 I don't want nothing. I do this because it's a great place. And the great places I recommend for free. I don't charge for them either. And yes, they have great food there, Aussie. And you'll see the tables there. It'll say Reserve Cooper, and you can sit at any one of the tables that say Reserve Cooper.
Which is nice. So we go on a Tuesday night, so that's a slow night, as he said early.
Yeah.
And that way, it's mainly our people here. There might be the odd one other than that, but the vast majority, are Coopersthaiadventure subscribers.
Yeah.
And I'd say, as Coop said earlier, it's about half and half. Half of them are new. Everybody's smiling. The other half are regulars, come just to catch up and. So yeah, that's it. The food is good there. It's reasonably priced. He does bring extra staff in, I find, for our meet and greet on the Tuesday. And they got outdoor seating if you're a smoker. They got indoor with the air con, so you got a little bit of everything. The girls love it. They have a ball.
Exactly.
Yep. Mark Schaefer, hey Cooper, when is your next cruise?
September 28th is our next cruise from Barcelona in Spain, going to Venice in Italy. So, and a lot of places in between. It's a 11-day cruise out and a 10-day cruise back. We're doing the return leg too, because they give us a free VIP cabin. Thank you very much.
You're a lucky boy. Yeah. Good
much appreciated.
I'll be abroad. Trump Mobile, guess what color their phone is?
Orange. Yeah. I have no idea.
Roger Carpenter, Starlink has a phone service with T-Mobile. It's called T-Mobile's T-Satellite service. Yeah, that'll probably be a little bit
pricey.
Yep. It'll be a specific use. Scotty Jean, was the boat called the Love Boat? I remember the show.
I do remember the show, Scotty. And I want to say something, but I don't know whether it would be appropriate. At the time when the show was out, I was like 10, 12 years old when the Love Boat came out. And there was this teenage girl in the show, and her name was Vicky, and I had such a crush on her. I can admit it now, but I don't know whether it's appropriate to say now that I had a crush on a teenager. But I was only 10, 12 myself. But my favorite character in the show was called Gopher. You remember Gopher, the bartender?
I didn't watch.
He was great. I loved him.
No use for that. Roger Carpenter, I need to research it now. Robert Pierpont, Trump phone is MVNO. What's that mean? And the plan is more than twice as much as you can get other MVNO type phones. MVNO, there he goes over, operates on mobile virtual network operator.
Okay, gotcha.
Mikey D, I wanted to ask also, how does it work when you want to keep your phone number but not pay for the roaming? What do people do? I'm sure it's 2 phones.
Not pay for the roaming.
Well, I have my roaming shut off on my T-Mobile plan. Yeah. So
I do on my American phone, and I just use the Magic app.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. You just, I think, turn it off, and then there's no roaming. My phone still works. What I like about T-Mobile, I'm not sure yours could do this, is I can go anywhere. I go to Laos, it works. I go to Cambodia, Vietnam, it works.
Yeah.
Right. So
mine too.
Mainly, say I'm in airports. I'm flying or something. You got a layover for 2 hours in Korea or 3 hours in Japan or whatever. Your phone works.
Yeah.
And yours will do that with the Magic app?
No, I have to be connected to the internet.
Okay.
Which is what I do is I take my other phone with me, and then I put this to sharing, and then my American phone connects to this one.
Yeah.
And I always get the travel plan with AIS from Thailand. It costs me like 1,000 baht for the month, and I get 30 gig any country in the world.
Well, I know with AIS, who we're with, Jackie, when she went to Philippines, we put her on that plan. Oh, that works slick as all get out.
I know, it's fantastic.
Yeah, so it's nice. They had good service here.
Yeah,
excellent,
very good service. Yeah.
Richard Woolley, I have HughesNet satellite internet, and every time it rains, I lose my connection. Not sure Starlink would be any better.
Well, on the cruise ship, it worked fantastic.
Okay.
And we did have some bad weather, and it was still working.
Wow.
Yeah, still working.
HughesNet, I think, was started by Howard Hughes. Mike D. Brooke, yeah, great idea. I'm sure when banks send codes, it's tough for that one to come through. That's what I'm worried about with that magic DAC.
I get my two-factor identification. Did they send me a text
Good.
message with the PIN number to log in, and it's got my facial recognition too? No problem.
I
get it instantly. It's like as soon as I go to log in, it says, waiting for your two-factor identification. It does the face scan, and then it says, please enter the PIN. And next thing you know, ping, there it is. It's right there on my phone.
My Canadian banks told me that these, I don't know, they're virtual numbers, or they could tell and they didn't want them.
Yeah.
I guess they're afraid to be hacked or whatever. And so they wanted a Western. Now, it could be US. So that's what I had with T-Mobile, that had a specific North American area code with a number. So that's the reason I did that.
I was with Sprint in the US, and I was able to import my number from Sprint on the Magic app.
Well, that helps.
Yeah. I don't know if you can still do that, but back when I did it, you could.
Poor dog. Mike, he's still in the West in Bangkok Hospital, and Jomtien has a website and usually runs specials on that special Coop was talking about. I had one done in January, cleanest hospital I was ever in.
And they are a great hospital, Jomtien Hospital. And you're right, they run the special every month.
Yeah.
So it's super fantastic. $100.
Check it out.
Beat it. Yeah.
Richard Woolley, Mike D, get a VPN.
I do. I have a VPN on my phone, and it's NordVPN is the one I use. I don't know if it's the best out there, but I know it works great in Thailand. Yeah.
Good.
With very little lag. Very little. Hardly noticeable.
Blixer Drums, just Googled Vicky from the Love Boat, Jill Whalen. She turned out to be a real hottie.
She did. And she was,
Cooper.
see, I got a good memory there, Blakester. Yeah, I had a big crush on her when I was like 10, 12 years old. I, was in my head, I was going to meet her and she'll be my future girlfriend, But yeah, kids. I also had a crush on Farrah Fawcett. Do you remember Farrah Fawcett from Charlie's Angels?
I did.
And that bikini that she wore? Oh, God, I had that poster on my wall until I was about 25 when I graduated from college. I still had that poster on my wall. Never took it down. Yeah.
Johnny Poulos, thanks again, guys. I'm looking forward to Brooke and Jackie's videos around Thailand. Well, our first one will be Johnny's pole dancing. Okay.
Johnny's new t-shirt in Thailand.
He knows what I'm talking about. Jeff Sigler, Gopher was the purser. Isaac was the bartender.
That's right, Gopher. But he's still my favorite. I like Gopher. And I like Isaac too, who was the bartender. See, we all have a good memory from back in the day.
Robert Pierpont, 2 phones is fine, but not necessary, as you can have 2 numbers on one phone with any dual SIM, which most phones have nowadays. Mine, unfortunately, didn't have it. It's the iPhone 10 XR, I think it's called, or whatever. So I wasn't able to do that, but he's right.
You're right.
The new ones, I believe, you can put multiple numbers in. Jay Easy, good evening, afternoon, morning, everyone.
Yeah. And the reason I have the 2 phones, Robert, is because when I'm doing my banking stuff or my stocks, I don't want somebody to call me and then all of a sudden I lose my connection to what I was doing. So I have the 2 separate devices, and one for my banking and one for my friends and fun here in Thailand. So that way, if somebody's calling me and I'm on my other phone, I can say, hey, let me call you back in 5 minutes or whatever, and I can still continue what I'm doing. Whereas if I had it all on one phone and somebody was calling me, I'd have to start over from scratch. It's a pain in the ass. Would you agree, Brooke?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
CC2, you turn off roaming and make calls on Wi-Fi only at no charge. Then go.
Good idea. Yep. Yeah. Great advice.
Philip Hunt says, great live streaming, guys. Got the Blues in game 2. Cheers, everyone. He's talking about the rugby.
Yeah.
Everyone remember Thailand rocks. In Australia, I had high blood pressure. Here, every time I have it checked, it's perfect. Why? No stress.
No stress.
Yeah, there's no stress here.
Yeah. Your stress levels go down so far.
Tremendous.
Long way.
Everybody's smiling. Hunter Orion says Verizon, on at least some plans, allows you to designate a country for free calls, text, data, in addition to Canada, Mexico. That I did not know. Didn't have that when I was checking out Verizon.
Me either.
Used it for 3 weeks earlier this year at no cost while in Jomtien, Bangkok. That's
okay.
Good to know.
Thank you for the feedback, Hunter. Much appreciated. And that's why I love doing the live streams. We get a lot of great feedback.
We learn a lot too, guys.
Yeah.
Glenn Shaw, Coop, if the gentleman who had back surgery is listening today, I would ask that he DM me direct message. I would continue to experience pain and numbness in my leg. I would appreciate looking for options.
Okay, Glenn, I'll tell you what to do then. I will reach out to him and ask him if that's okay. Send me a email, Glenn, and I will get him. If you got a WhatsApp number or something that he can contact you on, I'll ask him to reach out to you. How's that? But I won't give you his details. If somebody ever asks me, say, "Hey, Cooper, can I have so and so's details?" I'll say no. I will ask them for you if it's okay to give it to you, and then I will. But I don't give out anybody's personal details, including your email. I've never given it out.
Hunter Ryan, Susan Day from Partridge Family was pretty hot too.
Oh, she was, yes.
Johnny Poulos, day 3 in Thailand. Day 3. He's not in Thailand.
No.
Elvia Broad, when I set up my Wise card in Charles Schwab, I set up to get my codes through email, and it works without text for me when I got my Tesla and iBet. Okay.
I do know Charles Schwab does that because one of our subscribers she was getting her two-factor identification through email.
Yeah, that would be good. So there's an option.
Yeah.
Logan C., I know what poster to get now. Darlene won't mind a life-size poster of Farah in the house, will she?
I don't think so. I don't think she would mind because Farah, what she looks like now is completely different than what she looked like then.
Oh, so I think, is Logan indicating he's going to bring you a poster of Farah Fawcett?
That is a collector's item. If you can find that poster today, that would be amazing because I'd swear it'd be a collector's item. Yeah.
No wonders to me. Scotty Jean, Demi Moore, what a babe actress.
She was, and I loved her in the movie Ghost. That was a fantastic movie with Patrick Swayze.
That was
excellent movie.
Wicked. Robert Pierpont, Weird Brooke, I have an iPhone XR and it has dual SIM. One physical SIM and one eSIM.
A lot of SIMs do that. Phones do that, Robert. And a lot of SIMs are going over to eSIMs only. Like in America, the new iPhone, you can get it here and it still has the virtual SIM. Whereas in the US, it's only the eSIM now. So Thailand, they want to keep the virtual SIM and the actual eSIM, the card SIM, in their phones because it makes life easier for them. They're not ready to switch over, and the Asian market still has the physical SIM slot, whereas a lot of Western countries they don't anymore.
Yeah, I'll check on that, Robert. The last, and maybe I was talking to an idiot, who knows, but no, he said no, there's no eSIM in mine, and it's only single slot. So
yeah,
maybe he was trying to sell me a phone. Jeff Trio, I was wondering what time does the stock market open and close over there?
8:30 in the evening, our time.
Yeah, now that's half the year.
Half the year. The other half is 9:30.
9:30. So it's exactly 12 hours half the year, and then I think 11 the rest of the time. So
because we're close to the equator, Jeff, so the time never changes all year here in Thailand. So you don't have to, oh God, I got to put my clock forward 1 hour. I got to put it back 1 hour. Nope. It stays the same no matter what time of the year. It's just we have to change in regards to U.S. time because it does change in New York.
Yeah, so you're
twice
up
a year.
I'm up usually on the markets when they open, or shortly after, and then depending on what's happening, I'll just put maybe a limit order in and go to bed. And then often I'll get up either just before closing or slightly after and see if it's transpired. If you want to watch CNBC, it's similar hours, so you're kind of stuck with that. But the good news is a lot of that market is happening while you're asleep. You got the rest of the day to have fun without worrying about the market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Not so bad. Jeff Sigler, Darlene is way hotter than Farah Fawcett.
She is.
You better agree with that.
I do agree. I don't want to get killed. But yeah, she is way hotter. And actually, Darlene had a crush when she was a kid. Remember Donny Osmond?
Oh, yeah.
That was her crush. So I think if I had Farah Fawcett on the wall, she'd want to put Donny Osmond opposite.
Logan C., I'm on it, Coop. Bringing you a poster.
Good luck finding it. I can't find it for love or money, but if you can find it, Logan, well done.
Robert Pierpont, dual factor identification on my Coinbase account uses an authenticator app.
Yes, you can
good.
get them. Yes.
No text codes or emails needed.
Yeah, you can do the authenticator app.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Logan, bringing you a poster. Okay. Robert Knott, I always had a crush on Penny from Good Times.
Oh, yes. I remember Penny from Good Times. She was pretty. Long hair, very pretty, skinny girl. Yeah. And Scott Green, oh my God, what are you thinking? Roseanne Barr, she's a babe? No. I looked at Roseanne Barr. I was in California when she started out, and she started out for a company called Ralph's. It's a supermarket chain in California, and she was doing a commercial about chickens, you know, fresh chicken from Ralph's. And I can remember her on the commercial. I was like, ugh. And then she came out with the Roseanne Barr show. Yeah.
I don't find her.
No, nowhere near attractive. And that's it. We're out of time. A lot of comments.
Goody.
So 1 hour, 52 minutes. And we have an announcement. Next Saturday is our 2-year anniversary on YouTube. So we're going to have special giveaways and contests. So make sure you're here on our live stream. You guys will love it. We had a blast doing it last year, and it was really fun. Maybe Darlene will come on and do it with me this year. If not, we'll have to have him. So until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Thank you.
And
to the 18,000 subscribers.
Fraser's Tuesday night at 6 p.m.
Yeah, be there or be square. Yeah. And also to over 100 people that gave us the thumbs up. I haven't even checked it. I've just taken everybody's word for it. So let's just have a quick look and see what that number actually got up to. YouTube refresh on the boob tube. 104. Thank you. 104 people. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
And thank you to all of you watching on the replay. So until next Saturday for our 2-year anniversary, take care. God bless and stay tuned.
Stay safe.